My dear grade learner, welcome to this online lesson where we are going to discuss multi-purpose river projects in Africa. As we start off our lesson, allow me to ask you to tell me, what are you seeing here? Take a moment and look at the pictures that you can see on your screen, and then you can discuss with your friend what you're seeing on those pictures. Now, these pictures, they bring us to our topic of today, which is multi-purpose river projects. Now, we ask ourselves this very important question: what is a multi-purpose river project? A multi-purpose river project is a big project on a river that helps a country in several ways, like electricity, farming, or that is irrigation, flood control, fishing, transport, and even tourism. And I have a funny quote for you there. Kindly read that funny quote and tell me whether it makes any sense to you about the multipurpose river projects. I have a map that I'm showing the multipurpose river projects in Africa. You can see Aswan High Dam. Kindly have a look at it, and you should know the country where it's found. It's found in Egypt along River Nile. Then you come to Kenya with Tana River Project, multipurpose river project. That's along River Tana. Then with in Ghana, in West Africa, with the Volta River projects. And on the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe, with the Kariba Dam. What are the conditions that led to the establishment of multipurpose river projects along River Tana? There are several of them, and we start with the first one is that there was water, a lot of water that is along River Tana. Sorry for that. So River Tana is the longest river in Kenya. It flows from, So there was abundant water supply with River Tana, which is the longest river in Kenya, flowing from Mount Kenya all the way to the Indian Ocean. So its perennial nature of flowing all year round made it ideal for irrigation, hydroelectric power, and for domestic use. The second reason was need for irrigation in the dry areas. So with dry areas like Mwea, Bura, and Hola, they experience frequent droughts and low rainfall. The need to support agriculture through irrigation was urgent to increase food production and also fight hunger. The third reason for establishment of multi-purpose river projects along River Tana was the demand for electricity. As Kenya's population grew, so did the need for reliable electricity. So hydroelectric dams like Masinga, Kamburu, Kindaruma, Gitaru, and Kambere were built to supply clean, renewable power. The other one is flood control. Tana River often caused destructive floods, damaging homes and crops, especially in the lower Tana Basin. So dams were needed to regulate water flow and also to reduce disaster risks. The other reason was the growing population. So increased population along the river meant high water demand for domestic, agricultural, and also industrial use. So development projects were necessary to meet these rising demands. There was also the need for economic development. The government wanted to boost employment, industrial growth, and also regional development. And therefore, River Tana's multipurpose projects were seen as a way to create jobs, to attract investment, and open up remote regions. The other reason was potential for fishing and recreation. Dams like Kiambere created human-made lakes that supported fishing, boating, and also tourism. This opened up new livelihoods for the local community. On your screen, I'm showing you the 5 multi-purpose river projects dams along River Tana with Masinga, Kamburu, Gitaru, Kindaruma, sorry, and Kiambere. On your screen, with other multipurpose river projects that we have in Africa. So with the river project, where it's found, the river on which it's located, and the main purpose for its construction. We start with Volta River Scheme, also referred as Ekosombo Dam. It's in Ghana along River Volta, and the main purpose for its establishment was for production of hydroelectric power. Aswan Haidam in Egypt, it's along River Nile, and the main reason for its establishment was to provide water for irrigation. Remember, we say that more than 80% of Egypt is a desert, meaning that River Nile is the main source of livelihood for Egyptians, and therefore they needed a lot of water for irrigation for sustenance of life, and that's why they constructed the Aswan High Dam. Then we have the River Tana project, also called Seven Forks Dam, found in Kenya along River Tana. The main purpose for its establishment was production of hydroelectric power. We also have Kariba Dam. It's on the Zambia and Zimbabwe border along River Zambezi, and the main reason for its establishment was for hydroelectric power production. Key takeaway, a dam isn't just a wall, it's a bridge to development, to food, jobs, and even a brighter future. What are the economic importance of multipurpose river projects in Africa? The following are the economic importances of multipurpose river projects in Africa. One, with production of hydroelectric power that has led to growth of industries. We also have provision of water for irrigation, as we saw in Aswan High Dam and also other multipurpose river projects. It also provides water for domestic and industrial use. The multipurpose river projects, they are also used to control floods in the lowland areas. They also happen to be important fishing grounds. There are also challenges that face the river projects in Africa, among them siltation, which is the main challenge that faces the multipurpose river projects, reducing the water holding capacity of those dams. We also have lack of sufficient funds to manage the projects with fluctuating volumes of water, especially during the dry season. Displacement of people when those multipurpose river projects are established. We also have waterborne diseases experienced in areas where irrigation is being carried out. What do you think would be the solutions to the challenges that we've just mentioned? With several solutions, among them to involve the communities. So they should be involved in the planning and also the protection of the multipurpose river projects. Then we also have environmental care, like building fish ladders, planting trees, and reducing pollution. The next solution is sustainable funding, where we use both local and international support. The next is fair compensation and resettlement. Remember, I said one of the main challenges is displacement of families. So they should be fairly compensated and also resettled so that they can start afresh. Regular maintenance, like those turbines ought to be checked regularly. And also water sharing agreements among the countries that do share the ecosystem of the rivers where the multipurpose river projects are located. Remember, these are just a few of the solutions. With more solutions, I would like to hear your take on this. And my dear Lana, that brings us to the end of this session. I've been your online teacher, Teacher Paul Kuria. Let's keep engaging. Share the video with your friends and colleagues, and they shall learn more. Thank you for now, and goodbye.